C. Smith was a veteran of the Mexican-American War, retired Texas Ranger, and cattle rancher. He lost his long red locks to a Comanche scalping knife. On May 10, 1847, Reuben enlisted in Austin, Texas, in Company D with the 1st Regiment of Hayes, Texas Mounted Volunteers. He continued to volunteer as both an Indian fighter and to protect the Texas frontier during the war between the states.
My name is Sam McCombs. At the time, being only 17 years old, I was the youngest of the group who chased the Comanche after they murdered and scalped Reuben Smith. In 1928, at the age of 81, I was interviewed by a reporter with the San Antonio Express newspaper as the sole survivor of this Indian battle. This is what I remember. It was on April 15, 1864. Reuben, he was lured away from his home on Hondo Creek by Comanche. They were raiding and stealing in the area. His cries for help were answered by several compañeros, but they were too late to help Reuben, as the Indians had roped him, the prints of his hands being plainly seen in the soil where they pulled him down. But he regained his feet and ran a short distance further, but was again thrown down and caught on his hands. And then it seems they gave him no chance to rise, but dragged him on the ground for some distance, then stopped and lanced him.
A running battle ensued between the approximately 12 white men and 25 to 35 Comanche. The chief was killed and the scalp recovered. Reuben's red locks were buried with him. His headstone in the Masonic Springs Cemetery near the ghost town of New Fountain, Medina County, tells the tragic story. Sacred is the memory of R.C. Smith, who was killed by Indians April 15, 1864, was the junior warden of Hondo Lodge No. 252 from its organization until his death, age 38 years. At the time of his death, Reuben owned about 1,000 head of cattle and 150 horses on his ranch. He was survived by his widow and 6 minor children. A Texas Ranger cross, covered by weeds in a seemingly abandoned cemetery, stands at the foot of his grave.